What a blast from the past. Man. Salutations and welcome, fellow hobbyists. Let's put our hobby heads on and start speculating out loud and about the RG Hi-Nu Gundam. First off, I want you guys to know that I am not the biggest fan when it comes to real grade. I love everything about them but the size. However, with that said, I am excited about this kit because I love Amuro Ray's main Gundams. And what they did with this kit is new. Right now, the only info we have of this kit is the prototype and the CG image release. So I will combine those two to see what we can squeeze out from these pictures. Now, first picture, and it's a big chunkier looking Hi-Nu. I'd say even beefed up compared to the master grade for Ka, especially here in the legs and the back wings, which is great. I always think of the Nu and Hi-Nu to be like a football player and a football player. So this guy's big and powerful looking, but not over the top, which is great. The proportions to me are more towards mecha than humanoid in my eye. Next picture, I have to say the shoulders are reminding me of the real great Sazabi, with those two pointy stuff sticking out. And I see some antennas sticking out of both the top chest too. The new Gundam had an asymmetric design, so it makes sense to give the Hi-Nu a symmetric design. I guess everything but the two arms are symmetric. Now the next picture. This picture showcases the beam rifle. It's a slight redesign. Looks better. The older one looks like a syringe. And the next picture here, looking at the shield, you'll notice they combined the Master Grade Nu Verka design for the body with the motif of the alternate look of the Hi-Nu Gundam for this version. Now, having a look at the wings, that way chunkier design reminds me of the real great Sazabi's shoulder armor. It does give it a what a Nu Gundam plus Sazabi look like feel, in my opinion. The fin funnels have been remolded too, with those motifs on it. No fade in or fade out purple. If they do put two colors on it, you'll see a clear definition of where the colors will break because of the panel line here, instead of the fade in and fade out of the Master Grade Verka. I like the tail stabilizer here over the Master Grade Verka because making the tail end bigger looks more proportionate in my eye. And seeing the inside of the funnels here being a different color, I think that might be the only reused runner from the real grade Nu Gundam. So perhaps some inner frame too will be reused. Another takeaway are about the fuel tanks. They look like what is being used to keep this guy upright. The Master Grade Hi-Nu used a part of the action base to hold it up. Or maybe this guy is properly balanced, being 1/144th scale, not so heavy. He could stand on his own. I hope it's the latter. Now, let's dive into the CG pictures. And wow, colors do bring things to life. Let's take a few seconds to soak this in. Very nice. I think this is my favorite iteration of the Hi-Nu in terms of looks. So now let's dive in a little bit more. The V-fin are much bigger. They maintain that small head from the Nu Gundam Real Grade and slap on real big V-fins onto his head, which is great. Having a small head and big body gives this Gundam an even bigger look. in terms of proportion. But the head's not too small that it looks silly, you know? Something else that's new are these silver parts and either bronze or dark gold all over the Gundam. Maybe it's not spray painted and it's something new that Bandai brings to the table. That would be nice. Having runners already molded into those colors. Now, looking at the color scheme, hang on. This is not the Verka. It's this guy. The High New Master Grade from 2007. Man, I'm mind blown. Cause Bandai had made the two different High New Gundams collide into one. Man, I am happy for that because I feel like the Master Grade Verka had overshadowed this older design to the point that we almost forgot about it. And Bandai have saved this guy, this High New design, from falling into obscurity. What a blast from the past. Man. Because this guy is not purple. It's leaning more to blue. And the purple on it is lavender. If you notice, the V on the skirt is silver instead of yellow. So are the vents on the chest. Man, I did not see that coming. Bandai gave us a blast from the past. Now, the back. No bazooka this time. But looking closer at the funnels, it looks like they actually mold the parts lavender. But you have to take this information here with a grain of salt because this is still just a CG image. However, I hope it's a part because to use stickers would be heartbreaking. Another takeaway are these holes right here, or perhaps this part right here, cause I smell heavy weapon system as Bandai smells cha-ching on the horizon. Probably P Bandai. And it's not a Gatling gun like the High New Verka. It's whatever this is on the alternate High New Gundam. Perhaps the beam saber sticking out, or a beam gun. I don't know, this thing caught me off guard. I haven't had a chance to do research on that. If you guys know, please leave a comment and save us all. Final picture, we have a nice design under the back skirt here. The shield, I think they are all parts to color separate them and not stickers. Because Bandai loves to wow us. And if you do that, Bandai, if that is what you did, no stickers, all parts to color separate all these things here on the shield, Bandai, congratulations. Our jaws are on the floor. So, don't disappoint us, Bandai. Please. Sorry, I digress. The chest seems to look like the same app crunch as the new Gundam Real Grade, so probably the same inner frame right here. It looks more dynamic and playable compared to the Master Grade Verka, but then again, this is a CG picture, so no gravity involved. So, my final thoughts. This is that 2007 High New Master Grade design and the Verka together in one 1/44th scale. Cause look at the eyes, look at those eyes. They're yellow and not green. And the pattern on the shield, the color of the chest vents, this is a game changer for the High New. And if they do come up with the heavy weapon system, it's going to be a new High New and not just a copy of the Verka in one 1/44 scale. And I am glad that that was what Bandai did, because this is new and different, not just a scaled down version. And finally, If I equate this to a bird, I say it's a peacock. And so the peacock will go up against the nightingale. Speaking of nightingale, let's talk about the high grade nightingale in the next video. And guys, thank you so much for watching. What are your thoughts about this kit? Are you surprised at what Bandai did? Do leave a comment below, and if you like contents like this, please subscribe by clicking on the Toyama23 hobby channel logo right here and give this video a like. Guys, fellow hobbyists, keep things awesome, keep the hobbies going, and keep the hobbyist alive. I am Toyama23, signing out.